All right, so today we are going to answer the question of, can I still get Medicaid even though I've been denied? And the answer is yes, absolutely. You can get qualified for Medicaid even if you've been denied 1 time or 10 times or 20 times, even if your local attorney told you you'll never get it. If the person at Medicaid said, I don't know why you're trying, it's never going to happen, I'm here to tell you, you can get Medicaid for your parent regardless. Here's the deal. You got to make the peg fit in the hole, right? So if you've got a round hole and you got a square peg, we just need to make the peg round. And that's easy enough to do. We can talk about how to do that and have in other videos. You can always get Medicaid. Always. Now, there's 2 situations where I would say it doesn't make any sense to do it. And neither of them is a moral issue. I have no problem with the people who built this country and saved and worked hard and went through World War II and Korean War and Vietnam War and all the crazy stuff that they've had to go through. I have no problems with them collecting benefits and protecting the money that they've worked so hard for. It has to do with a practical issue, and there's 2 issues. One, if somebody is single, right, and they're in the nursing home and they have a really high income, $9,000, $10,000 a month, doesn't make sense to get them Medicaid. I can get them Medicaid, but they're going to have to pay that income out to the nursing home anyway, and Medicaid's not going to end up having to pay anything because the Medicaid deductible or patient responsibility, if you will be so high that Medicaid doesn't have to pay anything. Now, if you're married and your spouse in the nursing home has a huge income, totally different conversation. Absolutely makes sense. You can get their income to live on. They can get the care that they need. Okay. Second scenario is somebody has, I'm just making up numbers. Please don't put any weight on the numbers, just a dramatic example, right? Somebody's got $3 million in an investment account. And they've got big tax liabilities because they've got stocks they've held for years. If they sell them, they planned on passing away and leaving them to their kids. Can I get a Medicaid? Sure, I can get a Medicaid, but is it going to make sense to sell, let's just make up numbers, $1 million worth of capital gains, of which they're going to have to pay $150,000 in taxes for a year, the expectation of a year in the nursing home, save 120 grand, but pay 150 in taxes to do it? No, it doesn't make any sense. So can you qualify? Absolutely, always. Should you always? Depends on your circumstance, but 9.9 times out of 10, it makes sense to get Medicaid. But I will tell you, if it doesn't make sense, I'll be straight up and I'll tell you, look, I wouldn't, and here's why, and then ultimately it's your decision. But look, I have had cases where people have applied for Medicaid, they've been told no 3, 4, 5 times, and they get my name, they come to me, and I say, okay, well, the first thing we got to do is figure out why you were denied. And they give me what are called NOCAs, Notice of Case Action. And we look at those and we determine, probably what it is. Then we get an authorization so that Medicaid can talk to us. We call the Medicaid up. We find out what's really going on with the case. And usually it's something relatively simple. It's usually not something super complicated, right? Maybe they found assets the person didn't know about that we have to rearrange, like we talked about in another video we have out there. Maybe they just didn't get them some paperwork. Maybe Medicaid made a mistake and nobody could help them figure out what the mistake was. I can't tell you if you've been denied why you were denied until I look. But what I can tell you is that it's fixable. It's fixable in every case, every time, if you want it to be fixed. So listen, if you would like to talk about your situation, give me a ring. Happy to help. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.